Folks, everything we've worked for to get here is under attack. We're under attack as a people, as a country, by our own government. Our forefathers got together and had the foresight to see that this was going to happen, and they warned us, and they gave us the tools in which one needs to take its country back on track. They gave us the right to say, hey, you work for us, get the fuck out. They gave us the right to say, chink chink, hey, get the fuck out. Then you've heard me talk about revolution quite a few times on UPRN. I'm very strongly I'm heartfelt in saying that I believe there's going to be bloodshed in this country if they come after our guns. If you want to know what bloodshed for our country is and what it looks like and sounds like, I want you to go to YouTube and punch in Syria and then enter. And then I want you to see what it's like to fight for your country. I want you to see what it looks like to fight for freedom, folks. Those men, women, and children are being slaughtered because they want to throw their fist in the air and be free men, women, and children. And they're being slaughtered in front of the world, in front of you and your family, who might be on the next chopping block if these sons of bitches in Congress take our guns. If Obama and Hillary sign that little UN treaty deal, guys, we are in serious, serious peril here. And if you ask me, I can't believe we've got to this point yet. I can't believe it. If you're new to this type of information and you are tired of trying to find out what the heck is going on, you need to subscribe to UPRN Talk right here. You need to subscribe to this blog. You need to push around the web address at www.uprntalk.com. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your freaking enemies. This affects all of us, ladies and gentlemen. If they come for our firearms, we are helpless. And I don't know about you as a firearm holder, but I stand among millions of other ones that would rather stand on a line and fire our firearm than rather than give it to somebody. Another thing you guys got to remember, there is no left and no right. All these people, they're all just like WWF, guys. If they all checked into a hotel tomorrow, they'd all be sitting there eating and sharing stories, and they're all for the same side, and that's greed. Greed and lies, just like our political election process right now, folks. It's all greed and lies. Just like this thing that's going on with this theater shooting, there's a lot to this story that's not being publicized. There's a lot of this story, I think, that's being fabricated. And once again, if you remember how it went down when that senator was shot, for the life of me, I can't forget her name because I'm on a piper right now. I'm really fired up about all this stuff. All the news medias that were doing their mainstream gobbledygoo all had different statistical numbers on what the hell happened that day. And here we go again. Every time I see this guy on the TV with his orange hair, and they show Holmes there looking like a complete weirdo. You know, Lee Harvey Oswald looked like a really weird guy too. Every time I see them, they've got different numbers, guys. All their statistics, we've gone from 78 people injured to 58 to 72 to 63. Somebody actually told me today that nobody died, that this whole thing is bullcrap. Now, I haven't seen anything to let me see that that's true, but you know what? I don't throw that one under the bus. Isn't that sad that I have to say that? You really think your government's capable of pulling something off like that? Are you freaking crazy? Do I got to get drinking with Bob from YouTube over here to discuss it with you? What's next? What's next? Guys, what's next? World War frickin' III. Wake up. It's going to come swift and hard, folks. When they start dropping bombs over there, when it's our boys that are starting, it's going to start. It's going to start. It started already. It started already, folks, and it's only going to get worse. Our economy is going to go farther down the spiral. Gas prices are going to come higher. Food prices are going to come higher. How many of you notice that you're spending twice as much now for a loaf of bread as you were 12 months ago? Do you think that's an accident? What do you think's going to happen to grain and meat prices when you all figure out that we don't have any more grain or beef? Yeah. That HARP machine is awesome, man. They can make it be a drought season. They can flood your field. See, my conspiracy is this. I seriously think they're using HARP to create humongous storms to ruin agriculture, to destroy neighborhoods, so they bankrupt the insurance companies. And let me tell you something, folks. When the bankrupt insurance companies fold and there's no more cash, that's when FEMA comes in and says, well, my goodness, y'all can't live here, and we're out of trailers to give you, so guess we're going to have to move you to this stadium. Thank goodness that your city commissioners had the foresight to build this beautiful stadium with 15-foot brick walls and gridiron gates and 20,000 gazillion gigawatt lights to light up the ballpark so we can see where you piss. Thank goodness that they knocked down that car factory and left all that fencing up. You know, God, we could put most of you right there. I mean, it's awesome. We got a little tent for you. Guys, are you starting to put it together yet? You don't have it. You don't have what you need to survive. You don't. If you're an American, and I'm not talking a real American, someone that's a constitutional American, someone that had the brilliance to prepare even a little bit. If you're just one of those Americans that's jamming on the iPod and going to their daily grind to pay off their frickin' car payment and their house payment, if you're even fortunate enough to live in a city that hasn't been affected or your job hasn't been affected, because so many of us have that problem in this city, in this United States. Ugh. I can't believe I have to have this show. I can't believe I have to say the things I can, but the problem is I can believe it, and I do believe it, and that's why I'm here on Monday night, to make sure that you guys know what I find out. You guys know what my thoughts are. I hope and pray to God that my thoughts inspire you to do your own thinking and do your own research and come to terms with what's happened to our country, folks, and what's going to happen to our country, and what's going to happen to our countrymen, and what's going to happen to our children. If you want to know, look at Syria. Because, folks, if they take our firearms, that's what we got looking forward to right there. It's not a joke.